my friends, welcome back to this series that I'm continuing, my Get to Know series. And I'm so delighted to be able to welcome back Christine Henderson with Faith and Puppets. She had joined us back, it's hard to believe, last summer. So I'm going to link that initial video that we did together so you can find out about Christine and her amazing storytelling business and how it all got started. So welcome, Christine. So nice for you to join us.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be back.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And the reason why I was so drawn to have Christine share with us today was because she has just come out with a series entitled the Eucharistic Series for Children. And I thought it was high time that the focus really be to be catechizing our children, our young people, about the Eucharist. Because remember, in 2019, there was a Pew Research study that showed just one third of the Catholics believed in what we know is the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist. So Christine, I'm sure this was a catalyst for you when you decided to make a series and you realized the importance of starting at a very young age to explain all about the Eucharist.
Yes, a friend encouraged me to do a Eucharist series, and as I started researching it, it just really developed. And with using my puppet Billy, he and I talk about all the different things about the true presence of Jesus. And I try to make it where kids really can comprehend it, but not just keep it on the superficial level. And
Christine, that really comes through. I really want everybody to go to Faith and Puppets and to tap into Christine's videos, because she has such a beautiful way, with the help of Billy, to really explain to children in a very simple way, and yet a very, very understandable way for them to grasp onto it. And I love the way that Billy asked questions that I could see that every child would be very curious about and very inquisitive and wondering about: the size of the Eucharist, the shape of the Eucharist, just those very basic things that I think it would start the foundation for them to understand. And of course, you being right there with them, explaining it as well. But Christine does such a beautiful job in these 2 to about 15-minute videos of presenting the information.
There's so many animated videos out right now, which have their place and everything, but I'm trying to, with Billy, have it a different atmosphere, and where the kids, it's more simple. They aren't being so bombarded with fast action and just a calmer atmosphere where they're learning the faith and still having fun with it.
And that's true, because I remember watching my daughter too, and growing up, you know, and when I think back about myself as a child too, you played just as much with the box that the gift came in than the gift itself. You used your imagination, and you know, sometimes we do get so complicated. And you were compared to Mr. Rogers in that you really understood the thinking, the attention of a child. Now, what age group are you primarily gearing these videos to, Christine?
Ages 4 to about 2nd grade. I have had people that are younger, like 3-year-olds, enjoy them. And I know of another family that have a 9 or 10-year-old, and he really enjoys them. So it can go further in the age spectrums, but generally for 4 to 2nd grade, 4-year-olds, so pre-K to 2nd grade.
You know, as a cradle Catholic, I have to say that some of the things that you've covered, I didn't know about even. So I encourage parents to watch the videos with their children too, because you'll be amazed. You will learn some things that you might have learned early on and you've forgotten about. But just to give you highlights of some of the things that are talked about in the Eucharist series is the consecration, the Last Supper, how Jesus becomes the Eucharist, the rules for receiving communion worthily, the tabernacle. So many important topics that I think we have to get back to. We have to get back to the basics, and you really do that in this series. So Christine, could you explain to our viewers the best way that they could tap into this particular video series and all your video series that you offer?
Well, all my videos, I have them on the platform called Teachable. But if you go to my website, faithandpuppets.com, and click on the link videos, it has information about all the different videos, and it connects right to the Teachable. So you don't have to remember that whole thing. You just need to remember my name, faithandpuppets.com. And the prices of my videos range from $15 to about $45, just depending on how many videos are in the collection. And
very reasonable.
And you can watch the videos countless times, and you create your own login information so you can go right in and watch the videos. It's very, very simple to use.
Great, great. And Christine, you also want to reach out to parishes out there and religious ed directors, programs that are so in need of a great video series like this that would really be a plus to their programs.
Yes, I do have parish packages for religious ed programs, and I am contacting, there's hundreds and hundreds of parishes in the United States, but I am contacting ones and sharing with them about my program and some sample videos. But if they could just go to my website, they can find out about it too. They're very easy for catechists to be able to use in their classroom. I also have family packages where the parish can purchase it, part of the religious ed, and they can watch, the families then can watch the videos as part of their sacramental preparation.
Beautiful. So this is such a doable program, a program that's affordable, a program that really is encompassing the important parts of our faith that sometimes are overlooked. Also, as part of the different video series that you're doing one on saints and dragons. I would imagine that is so popular with children because they have just a natural fascination with the saints and dragons and how they tie in together. I just love that. Can you name some of the saints that are talked about in your Saints and Dragons program?
Saint Margaret of Antioch, Saint Theodore of Amasia, and of course, Saint George and the Dragon.
Beautiful, beautiful. She also has a Good Shepherd series. And can you tell us a little bit about that series?
In that series, I talk about Jesus being the Good Shepherd, and I also tell the story about Saint Simeon the Stylite, and I also tell the story of the boy who cried wolf. And Billy and I talk about that story with the boy, the Aesop fable of how people need to be able to trust you. And so that's a fun series also.
Beautiful. And also Angels and Devils. That's another series that you have. What are angels? Talking about our guardian angels.
Yes, and then I also go into the devils, the fallen angels, and explain it in a way that children aren't then terrified of the devil, but they know to stay clear of him.
Mm-hmm.
I also tell the story of Saint Gemma Galgani in that one, who she saw her guardian angel.
And I love the saints that you pick. As you mentioned when you were with us the last time, you do some of the saints that we're all familiar with, but you like to dive into saints that maybe their stories aren't as known. And I think that's really special because there's hundreds and hundreds of saints, as we know. So interesting to find out about new saints that maybe we've never heard of. Now, you had mentioned, Christine, that you are this weekend releasing a new series. Can you tell us about that?
And that is on the Divine Mercy, and talking about the Divine Mercy Chaplet, the Novena, Divine Mercy Sunday. And it's a good series, especially with Lent coming up, and to help families prepare for Divine Mercy Sunday and all the graces that we receive on Divine Mercy Sunday. And we talk about Saint Faustina and the Divine Mercy image.
Beautiful. So my friends, that would be something perfect for Lent, as Christine mentioned, to help prepare. This is going to be a time for us to really open our hearts and be in unison as we walk that way with Jesus on the road to Calvary. So I think that everyone, even parents out there, are going to benefit so much from your videos. You are such an amazing storyteller, an amazing puppeteer.
Thank you.
I just think this is your calling, Christine. And
thank you.
I'm just so honored that you came back and wanted to talk to us about this much needed series.
Well, I'm thrilled to have been invited back.
Thank you so much. And my friends, I'm going to have the link below to Christine's website, Faith and Puppets, also her other platforms, so you can follow her there and keep in touch with her. And Christine always has that on her website. If you want to reach out and communicate with her, contact her about going forward. Maybe you are the religious ed director and you want to tap into these amazing programs. So thank you so much for joining us today, Christine.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, you too. And my friends, we will see you again on the next Get to Know series. God bless.